Good evening, Evan.
Hey, how you doing?
Questions for Evan? We'll start first with Keith Smith.
Hey, Evan, how did it feel to get going in the fourth quarter like that after a couple rough games to start out in Boston?
Well, it feels good, obviously. But it feels even better that, we get the win. It's my first win as a Celtic, and it's just a good overall night. I'm going to enjoy my glass of wine tonight, and, I'm going to sleep very well.
John Corrales.
Evan, it seemed like Kemba Walker was really enjoying you going off. What's it like to look over at the bench and see Kemba standing basically almost on a court, kind of pulling for you and encouraging you?
As a new guy, when you see your teammates really, first of all, looking for you on the court, and second, be happy for you, it means a lot, because, when you come in and you don't know anybody really, and you see the guys being that excited for you, it means a lot, and I really appreciate them.
Chris Ryan.
Hey, Evan, what did tonight's performance mean to you in context, of the first couple games? And, what was that like when each player obviously wants to have a strong showing in their first couple contests with their new team? How important was tonight and getting back to who you are?
Well, I always try to stay in the moment. Never too high, never too low. This has been my motto for years now. And, I've played 9 years in this league now. I know who I am, and I know what I'm capable of doing. So obviously, that first game against Nola was not the way I wanted to start with the Celtics, but it's not going to define who I am with this team. I said it many times, I'm going to try to impact winning as much as I can, and I'm really happy about the win tonight, period. So moving forward, I'm going to try to play as hard as I can and help the guys.
Mark D'Amico.
Hey, Evan, you mentioned the never get too high, never get too low, and you said that during your opening press conference as well. Brad Stevens just came out here, and he said that he can see that and feel that from you already. I'm just curious, where did that come from? When did that start developing in your life, in your career as a basketball player?
Honestly, just experience. We have so many games. Early on in my career, when I had a few bad games in a row, I used to really be really hard on myself and talk to me, in a way that wasn't positive. And so I would feel very, deflated, and I would be down all day. And when I had a great game or few games in a row where I would really perform, I would feel, invincible, like I would have like extreme confidence. So, over the course of a season with 82 games or 72 this year, you can't sustain that. You gotta have a mentality where you can perform all year long with the same attitude. And I think it's just experience at that point.
Suichi Terada.
Hey, Evan, obviously the shots went in the fourth quarter, but it looked like those looked at least just more in the flow of the offense. Did it kind of feel that way for you?
100%. And that's going to be my challenge, is to understand how to play with the guys. I can do a lot of things on the court, but I'm a player, when I understand what I should be doing, and when I can anticipate things, it makes me a lot better, because especially for a shooter, you can set yourself and you can get open easier, more you can get more open. So the more I'm gonna understand what the guys are trying to do and how I'm gonna get my shots, then the better I will be able to perform.
Christos Saltos.
Hello, Evan. After two tough games for you, how needed was that performance about your confidence?
How you been, my man? It's been a while. Obviously didn't feel good waking up after 0 for 10. I don't think I shot 0 for 10 in my career. So felt like shit, to be honest. But, you know, you got to move on. You have a game next day. And, you know, you got to keep moving forward, period. And like I said many times, I try to stay in the moment. And the next day I went to the gym and got some shots up. That's it.
Last question for you, Evan, from Bob Schrawn.
Thanks, Jeff. Hi, Evan. You're a high-profile player being traded. How do you fit in with a group like this? You know, you guys are on the run, you know, virtually a game every other day. How do you fit in and contribute as a high-profile player being traded?
Well, I have to adapt to the guys. You know, they have obviously really good scorers and they have very good creators. So I have to, you know, find open spaces, play within the system, and be aggressive. There is really not much else to say. Understand what we're trying to do on offense and defense, and you know, I will find opportunities to help this team.
Cheers, and here's to a glass of wine. We'll wrap it up right there. Thank you.
Appreciate it. French wine.